All messed up.
Hello, hello, hello. Perfect. And we're back for another week.
Good evening, Davey Hanna.
This week we'll have Darren Janet's with me. Darren, thank you very much for being here. And we're going to get right into it. So today we have the Reapers versus the Jets. It's going to be a cracking game. I think all round it's a pretty tight one, Daz.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on this matchup?
Oh, look, obviously I think Reapers go in favourites. But the Jets seem to, just scrape and stay in matches, so it's normally pretty close. So definitely, some of the big players in there, some of the old fellas, and a bit of a mixture today. So
who are the players that you'll be looking out for most? Oh, that's some break from Ron.
Ron Kelly, number one. He's still my pick for the gold medalist at the end of the year. I know he started off a little bit slow, maybe, but
yep.
I think probably still puts the most time in out of any of the top level players. So I think that sort of gets him over the line. So can enjoy watching Ron tonight.
How are you, Chris? With Chris Herbert coming up to say hello to us,
and young Christian Milinkovic as well. I really do like Christian's game when he's on. It's
good old
just
bulldog,
very smooth, and I do like what he does. I think he's got big upside in W.A.E.B.F. Don't think he's quite found his groove at this level yet, but I think he's got every chance that to be the big improver of the year, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you can see why he gets invited back year after year to play Superleague. What is it? Is this his second year or third year?
Yeah, I think this team's been together now for a couple of years at least. Probably is their third year, I think.
Oh, that's a big miss from Ron, early out the doors.
Yeah, that's
it's not a miss you would expect from Ron.
No, I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen Ron miss a ball that easy. So, and he wasn't trying to do a whole lot with it. It was just but it shows that even at this level, they make their odd mistakes here.
And it's early days, to be fair. It's first frame. They're going to be fighting for it. And I was hearing as well, so we went to ask some of the players to wear heart rate monitors.
Yeah.
And Ron had turned around and said, well, why would I want to show them that? So there's now levels being involved in this, in the heart rate monitoring.
Well, the old school players have been around. They try and find an edge in any way. I'm not sure. I can refer back. I only met him once, a guy named Avellino, which many of our listeners would know. And Avellino would say stuff to you during a match while you're walking around the table. He'd tell you as you're approaching the table, I don't think you're going to play out these guys. And the old school, just little niggles. So, don't give them an edge. I'm actually surprised Dylan's allowed to sit. Because normally with Sonny's team, you're not allowed to sit. That's one of Sonny, I think, an older player.
Maybe he's not aware.
Yeah, but Sonny used to always have a rule that his team would stand during the whole match. And that was all part of gamesmanship as well. And back in the old days, they used to stand in between the tables.
So let's see here. Oh, that is some bit of cue in there. I think that's come out pretty good.
Yeah, he's got some options here.
And then down the bottom, we have
Darren Morris, and so the two baldies to start with.
Scott Healy.
Yeah, the lights are shining off, and they're going to get my sunnies out to get over those two, but
I can't say anything.
Look, I can because I ain't got much up on top anyway. Everyone knows that. So, that's definitely the case. So just a quick check-in on the heart monitor early on. Chris Herbert, Mr. Cool as a cucumber. 68, 69.
I think that's the lowest rest and heart rate that we've had.
Well, he's a very fit man. I know he does a lot of, long running races and a lot of running, so he's a very fit man. But Jeremy Bauer was just pulling his back down a bit. He got a little bit excited early. I think, Ron missing that ball sort of got his heart rate up. He's sort of...
wondering what's happened. Yeah.
Wondering what's happened. So, and now the boys have swapped positions, so you can see, depending on who's at the table, their heart rates are changing around. So interesting. Oh, where did Daniel pot that ball?
And he's
done
screwing up the table. Yeah. Oh, he's cueing lovely.
Beautiful shot.
He is a bit hampered, but he's hitting a lovely ball here.
Yeah,
And I must say, he's one of my favourite players to watch in the Super League.
Again, it's just that he's that next level away from just concentrating long enough to get the ball, get all these balls. Like this is the one that quite often Daniel can miss. He's played 2 beautiful shots. And see, I called it. It's the one he misses quite often. He plays the 2 beautiful shots. We all do it. Darren Morris might be on a chance to put out here over there.
And it's been a lovely clearance. Darren Morrison down there, he played a lovely, it was like a carom. I don't think I've said the word carom in my life so much as I have on stream. Every week the word's been flown about.
I'm not sure the boys talk carom too much over here. Right. We're getting into the billiards sort of world, but a good black by Daz.
Yeah, it's a great clearance.
Yeah.
Is that a master straight off the board?
High fives we didn't quite catch the direction. I'm not sure, to be honest. I wasn't. Who broke over there? Scooby broke over there, so it would be off Scooby's break if he did so.
Lovely clearance anyway. Next up we'll have Dan Rucci playing. I tell you, just to make it easier.
Brendan O'Brien, I think, but it's looking.
I get pull stat up here and then we can
Brendan O'Brien's
keep an
been on
eye
the
on
table.
it. See this crack? I've got a few work phones here.
My God. Starting to wonder whether he's a pimp, a drug dealer, or an actual, he's got 4 phones, a headset on.
No, they're all mine, Terry.
I'm just under your feet there, Dave.
Oh, I think it might be caught.
Gotcha, mate. Gotcha now.
Yeah, and Ron's back in.
Yeah, that ball I think goes behind.
Does it go? Oh, he's over. Oh, I think that's pretty nice though.
It's got a nice little angle just to come back down, I think.
We have a new feature in play here as well. Unfortunately, we're finding a bit of trouble getting it working, so we're working on getting a screen overlay for when someone puts in the chat.
Yep.
It'll come up on the stream so everybody can see.
So we can see the chat and see what people are saying.
So I think it's another cracking idea, just something same as everything else. Teething problems starting out.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit of a poll question. I was thinking on the way, it's like, how many master breaks are we getting tonight?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's something we can definitely do.
A bit of fun.
Yeah, to get the crowd involved.
Get the crowd involved. I'm sure Kieran McCrory's sitting at home somewhere, with his opinion on everything. So we look forward to hearing from Kieran soon enough, I'm sure. Lovely shot by Ronnie.
He's overrun it a touch.
He's overrun it. And is he going to have to play a similar shot here to what he just played there, I think? Back in the same pocket.
So let's have a look here at all of the rest of the games we have. So the boys are already 2-0 up on the lads.
Right.
That was fairly quick.
Couple of quick outs there.
Yeah, Angles and Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Both, they come out the gate strong this week.
Yeah.
Because I think last week was that's a lovely shot from
by
Ron.
Ronnie.
Just land absolutely plumb. And then, so the other game we have down on the bottom tables, which you can also watch that stream, it's on as well. The boys and the lads down the bottom.
Yeah, that'll be a cracking match as well to watch.
So that's going to be a cracking match. And then over on the side we have We Chalk Dirty, or we have the Assassins and the Players. Sorry, We Chalk Dirty's got a bye this week.
All right, so Ron gets in there. We're out to a 2-0 lead here as well, ladies and gentlemen. So the old magician master himself, Sonny Lister, coming to the table. And I think he might be up against Chris Herbert. So actually went and had a nice little couple of races with Sonny on the weekend.
Lovely. How'd that go?
Well, he absolutely flogged me in the first one because I hadn't actually touched the pool cue in about 3 weeks. But we had a heel match on the second decider. He got me on the last one, unfortunately. But always good fun to go and play with Sonny. He sees the game very nicely, and he gives you some nice hits and tells you what you're doing and what to do. And so it's always a learning experience going out to play with him. So.
Right, yeah, because I'm still yet to figure out what his play style is.
Well, he would be classified by many as the tactical master of W.A.E.B.F. Obviously, this rule set changes that a bit, but
But
Yeah, very
for most of
tactical.
it, the same rules still apply.
Yeah.
I'd say.
He's very good tactically. When he goes for it, he's going for it because he feels like he's a better than 50% chance of going out. So he doesn't really go the big risky outs very often. But he's probably a little bit more controlled than most, but can still play some brilliant outs. Yeah. So Chris Herbert, what a great cubic
That's
ball control, but
one of my teammates in First Division, Chris Herbert. He's absolutely cracking, unbelievable. When he's on, he is well and truly on.
unfortunately for Chris, he's left the yellow balls all out in the open.
Somehow doesn't make a break. Doesn't make a ball,
run,
sorry.
but may not have left Sonny an easy one here. So Sonny's actually... There's only one dead red ball as well, I suppose. So it's... yeah, he has got this one on.
Which, in this case, considering how much of a tactical player is with Sonny, would you think that this frame would be in Chris Herbert's favour if it's an open match?
Yeah, look, if he potted that ball, no. Because I would have been surprised if Chris got back to the table. But he's left Chris very open now. So, as you're saying, you're playing with him Chris a bit more often. I haven't played Chris for a number of years probably now, so... very solid player, but...
Well, that's the one thing I've seen when he's on. He is well and truly on.
Yep.
He has had a few off nights, which, again, all of us have, realistically. That's what stops us from being the top. And we have 30 people currently watching already. We've only started.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to all of you.
Bit different this week. They've got, one Englishman and, one non-Englishman.
Yeah, can we get a few comments to see who we have in here?
It's in the difference from last week where Scott told me I had some big shoes to fill, and I said, well, I'll speak in English, so that's a start.
Kim Daz did not master not by what it says on Poolstat anyway.
Yep.
We're just trying to get some other stuff set up here still, so we're a bit unfortunately preoccupied. Apologies about that.
Yeah, still trying to get the set up. We've got a little man here joining in the coverage tonight. Scotty Alexander and his
He's
little
a
man.
good dude. Scotty's a good dude.
Yeah, great lad. One of my best mates. I'm very, Scotty and I, even he takes me to the basketball when Adelaide come and play him. When Adelaide beats the Wildcats, it's always nice. So I was there the last time when I think the Wildcats were 16 points up and with about a quarter to go, and Adelaide came back and Bryce Cotton, who we stole off him, laid the 3-pointer in just to win the game. It was just pretty handy. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, 34. That's, I think, Jeremy Barr somehow sitting on 34. And within 10 seconds jumps to 73.
Yeah, look, once the game got going, his heartbeat went up a bit. And he's not as cool as he think he is.
I think, and now he's at 131 after being on 34.
Just a bit of a chat with us. He got all excited. See what he did to his heart rate.
I think we've work to do with the heart rate monitors. But the idea is there anyway. They are. But anyway, back to the pool again.
Yeah,
we'll try and zone back in again here.
We'll see what Sonny's got. He has got a ball he'd love to develop here, but.
Glenn, you're more than welcome, mate. You're always welcome to join us here. Glenn Carter from SA tuning in.
Oh, Glenn.
He says, cheers guys for the stream. Love my Tuesday late nights from SA.
Some good boys in SA too. So you see there, that was all about a tactical shot from Sonny, just trying to mix things up a bit. But
yeah, well,
he's actually might have.
I would say
he's quite got far enough.
Yeah, he would definitely be considered to be behind in this frame, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think especially if Chris can see this ball. But I guess we'll see.
What's up, mate? Oh, score's not updating. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we'll get that sorted out. Sorry, thanks for letting us know, Jeremy.
So yeah, in the process we didn't even realise that the score wasn't updating.
We just know it's 2-0, so Chris missed that pot there, and he's sort of given Sonny a bit of an opportunity here.
So it'll be interesting to see here what the Reapers come out with tonight. Whether they'll stick with the 5 they've sort of been playing, or depend on the atmosphere, I suppose.
Notice I checked there was scores last week. I did notice Dylan played 3 frames last week, and Darren played 2. But I think it depends how their boys jump out tonight. The old grey man with the beards here looking sunny at us. I'm trying to work out something, I'm sure, but if anyone at the venue has seen Terry's phone.
Is Cameron McCrory down the back again?
Look, there's a $50 finder's fee if you're at home and come down here and find it for him. But I don't think. Oh, we've got another match going on the other side. Must be a final of some sort over there. Tables 3 and 4 there.
I think it was the same as last week. Yeah.
And they seemed pretty happy with that win. So that's just from the side. Nothing big.
I think this might actually be the first time that I've watched Sonny play. And
really?
Yeah, and I really like his cue action, especially. It's very snooker like.
Yeah, he's been around forever. He's done trick shows and all those sort of shows. Him and Jeremy still travel away every now and then to do shows here and there. And when he's on, he's just beautifully. His positions are so good normally. Let's see how it goes here. See, just
that pace control is beautiful.
Now, does that ball go down inside the black? I'm guessing it must. He didn't sort of look too hard at it. So, and what just happened? To the other
I think
table?
he has the angle. I guess we'll find out here. But he's tried to go in it, and I definitely would like to think that.
So
we'll definitely be thinking Herbie's in the lead.
Table, do you know? We just missed it.
It looks like.
What a double!
Yeah. It looks like it was not Don Rucci. I don't know.
You might be right there.
We're a bit all kerfuffled here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. We're just getting warmed in.
We've still got Sebash hanging around,
Yeah, usually.
He's distracting us. He really is. But, we love him anyway, so it's all right. All right, so Sonny's just half killed Chris Herbert's ball there, so he's got a bit of an apology. And the boys and the lads, as I say, the lads are now on the board as well. They've got 1-0.
The Zoom.
Yeah, Brendan O'Brien got the win down the other end.
Just one. Yeah.
So the guys are just sorting out some stuff with the thing. So we've got Chris at the table. It's going to come down to that rail ball, whether he pots it or not, really.
Yeah, well, it's not outrageous. Like,
yeah, it's not terrible.
You leave it as your last ball, you're getting on the black,
I feel like his angle's wrong here. I feel like he's actually got the wrong angle. He's not going to get up as far as he'd like to. Luke Anglesey in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the quiet table tonight, just down there for his good looks. He doesn't need anyone to tell us how good he is. So he's just, if you want to tune into something special, go and watch Luke. He's, no, it's beautiful from Chris.
Yeah, Herbie said that lovely.
Yep.
The one thing I'd say is Herbie does struggle a bit in these tables, I found. I feel any time we play away, he plays unbelievable.
Yep.
In HQ here, it feels, he definitely has the goods, but...
A lot of people just try and screw this back a little bit, but he's just played it to the pocket.
Yeah, just dead weight. Yeah.
And I like that. A lot of people miss that shot by just trying to come back the 2 inches to land plumb on the black. You just have to take your medicine here. The middle pocket's a little bit dangerous, but I think you just dead roll this. I think I'm a little bit worried about the middle pocket here.
Oh, Herbie.
Daz called it.
Herbie,
that's
rolled.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I think if you're going to punch it that way, you need to definitely pay your bottom, just to try and.
But yeah, geez, that's a bad way to lose your first frame of the night, especially. That sort of just sets the mood for you then. So.
All right, and we have the players out to a bit of a jump on the other table. They've just updated their score to 2-0 as well. So, bit of a sort of pattern for the night. All 3 matches out to 2-0. But the pattern's been broken on the other table. I just saw Brownie knocking the black. So,
well, it seems like the way it is. Every team sort of seen what happened last week with the lads and how they come out to a quick start, and it won them the game. They come out to a quick start, and that really made the difference.
Yeah.
Like whenever it's a race of 13 and you're up 6-1, you're fighting uphill big time.
All right. So, what's your prediction for the Masters tonight? All 3 matches. So you've got what? 75 frames.
75 frames.
75 frames. So master visits or master shots. What's the prediction? Do we have any opinions from our viewers tonight as well?
It's a pretty hard one. To be honest, it seems like so far I would say 4. I want to say 4 across all.
Okay, so we've had. I'll give everyone a little bit of an insight to the night so far. We have had. What is it now? 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 frames, and I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, Kim, it seems like Jeremy Bauer is indeed running around the pool hall as we speak.
Wow, up to 160.
Well, the way he's running around that table, to be fair, he means business.
Look, and I've played Jeremy a number of times, and I don't normally think he just stays pretty cool and calm. His whole demeanour doesn't change much, but the great man, Mr. Nolan, the son of Liam, says hello. Runs on through, gives me a bit of a hand rub for some reason.
And that's so Dan Ritchie's back up again, so we must be missing a frame. Yeah, the Reapers are up 3-1, that's right, because Herbie.
Yeah, Herbie went off, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't updated that yet.
Probably because Bauer's playing as we speak.
Yep. And no subs or changes in the round, so unless hold on, Darren might be doing a sub there. I don't know. No.
Yeah, Jeremy's hitting the ball the same way he always does. He's a lovely angle here to knock that yellow out. It's just casual business.
Uses yellow to hold, actually. Sort of just screw straight into the yellow, hold for his other ball, and he's on yellows or reds?
He's on reds.
Yeah, so I thought it looks pretty natural. Well, it depends on the angle. It looks like he can screw into that yellow ball and hold there.
See what happens. It looks like they're waiting for a round here for this round to finish. Some subs must be coming into play.
Yeah, I think both teams got a sub. I think they.
Bauer calls his extension. So this is obviously, he realises that this is the key shot.
And it's not quite as simple to go into the yellow. That's why I think, that's good.
Yeah, he said that lovely.
Beautiful angle. Yeah, I think he originally thought maybe he was going into the yellow, but obviously worked it out that he just had to come up the rail.
Yep. That was definitely, if there was a shot to take the time on, that was the one,
So he just needs to. How far are you trying to push this white ball up towards the top? Are you just trying to drop this in and just then come back down the rail inside the yellow, or do you want to push it a bit further? And
to be honest, I'm trying to get just the rail side of this, to be honest.
Yeah, see, I like going up there because I think then you can get the yellow ball that's in the middle of the table out of play. Whereas if you played it short, he would have come back down, could have hit into that yellow. So yeah, that's the angle I'm thinking. Just past centre pocket with his weight.
Kieran Hadley says, I've got a stitch just looking at Jez's heart rate. Well, obviously you can see how serious this is here.
Speaking of a stitch, Judgy. We've
got the Judgy.
It's just, it doesn't look right with Judgy with a haircut, I tell you, sorry. I'm still not used to it. Like, he's lost his, beach man life's look. And, beautiful cue on that Blackball by Jazz. That was just smooth. So that's out to a 4-1 lead with that in-off on the black.
That in-off could be massive, especially, where it was. Yep. Let's see if the Jets decide to make a change here, or whether they're just going to maybe have a team talk.
Yeah, it's unusual that they hold after a run round for a team talk or anything like that. It's
in the first round, so quick.
It's more if they want to swap somebody that's maybe up first.
I can see Sonny Lister over there having a word with Herbie. I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think
what that was all about. 160.
I actually do think that they might rotate around a bit tonight. Sonny and Jeremy. So I actually think they might give, because I think they will back themselves in tonight. So I think they might actually rotate their players around a little bit. Alright, so we've got Daniel and Dan. And they're just looking at changes up the other end, I think. So, alright, 4-1 to the Reapers in the first round.
Has there been any changes that you can see?
Nothing that I can see, but Jeremy's up there now, so and Sonny's not approaching the table, so I got a feeling Sonny might be drinking himself out.
Yeah.
And he does that quite often when he feels like, it's not about what he does. He's sort of so Sonny is gone, so.
Yeah, they just wanted a bit of a break just to slow things down, it seems.
Yeah, so. Yes, Christian's been subbed in for the Jets. So they've just done a sub on the other table. So that's what we were waiting on. Is they were doing a sub themselves. So
yeah. So who did the sub in for?
For Scott Healy.
Scott Healy. Okay.
I didn't think Scott did much wrong from what we saw. It wasn't a master, but he might have only had 1 or 2 shots.
We've got Stone. We've got. It's just a house full of superstars. It's a house full of superstars. He's got a fresh new mullet as well.
Yeah, I'm actually liking that he's got his mullet back.
Yeah, it's a fresh haircut.
He was looking almost human before, so he's back to his normal. He fits in down at Mandurah.
Nice.
All right. Dan's at the table.
Yeah, bring it down a wee touch.
This in and. Christian at the other end.
Yeah, so it looks like we have somewhat got got it sorted now. So there's still tweaks to be made, but yeah, get your comments in, get your names on the stream.
Oh no! Oh God, where's all these comments coming from?
It's just us.
But
just testing the system.
Yeah, right. Okay. I was going to say there's some people comments coming from all over the world.
And it's all Pool West Australia.
Who's there at 3 a.m? I want that man needs either a life or a congratulations for getting up to watch. I was actually watching. I watched the NBL awards night the other night,
okay.
And Bryce Cotton, when he got his MVP, he was doing his speech, and his family in the US gets up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning to watch his games. I thought, how cool is that? To have someone get up early in the morning and watch your game. So
wow.
Anyone who's here watching, so maybe March, he's up wherever he's in the world at the moment. Is he back in Australia?
He was last time. No, I think he's still floating somewhere about.
So it could be 3 a.m. somewhere in March he's up watching.
Yeah.
So shout out to Marchie wherever you are.
Somewhere about this hemisphere.
I think. Yeah, I'm not sure he's back. So.
And Dan has left him a great chance. I'm not. I think he was trying to. Yeah, it was.
I hate these shots. They're so close to the ball. This is.
It's definitely it's a touchy one.
Yeah. So
I just fancy the way he cues. I fancy him just to clear these up here.
Yeah, he's good. He's like me. I'm probably a bit like him. I'll just go and pop the other ball.
Yeah.
Well, he's still got to. Yeah, this ball's not that bad and line him up nicely. It still works. Oh, he's missed that by a long way.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I don't think I think he sort of rushed himself a little bit because he didn't sort of reset on the ball he was taking there. He just sort of went. He was originally trying to get that other ball. And it looks like we've got Christian trying to be the tactical genius down the other table against Sonny, sort of killing balls. This is the sort of frame that Sonny loves. Like, and I must admit, before we went to international rules, I played many a frame with Sonny in world rules, and I can tell you this is going to be a 40-minute battle. If it was world rules, this would be a 40-minute battle because they'll be pushing balls around here, there, and everywhere.
Luckily, we aren't living in the day and age of.
Yeah, from a commentary point. Well, that's where.
Well, that's it. Back in.
Here you go, Sonny. Attack and pot out, or. Yeah, that's actually worked out really well for Sonny and not so good for Christian.
I think he was trying to see if he could tempt him into it, but Sonny's
see there. Like a lot of guys would have just gone, okay, I'm going out now, because the balls are all there, but Sonny's just going to tie that ball up one more time.
That's a lovely bit of cueing to strike that down the rail the way he did.
I think Christian will just run a ball back up onto his yellow if he's got any brains there, to be honest. So, because Christian's a long way behind right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm just running this red onto the. Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually a very smart shot. Because he's developed his other balls out, and both of them actually now go, and he's still tied one and Sonny's up. So, a very good shot from Christian tactically.
Let's see on the other table. It's yeah, that'll do. He struck that nicely.
Yeah, I think you find Sonny will get to the spot where he can break that ball out quite easily, but it wouldn't surprise if he sort of comes up to the middle one and give himself, oh no, yeah, see again, here we go. So you're learning a bit about Sonny tonight.
I'm learning a bit about the game tonight with this one for sure.
Yeah, what were you were thinking, I'm going out, I'm going to break the balls out, As I said, unless he thinks he's 50% or better, he's generally going to, and he can find a good safety.
Yeah, I like that shot from Christian. Although, to be fair, I think Sonny has the potential of a good snooker here. Yeah, it's not an easy shot, but...
I think Sonny can just play this ball up to the rail, just sort of, and try and screw back like an inch. Is that what you're thinking? Trying to hold it on that ball?
It was a big shot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just hold it inside that ball, and then he's sort of left him a quarter of nothing.
That was beautiful, using the yellow.
Yeah, great shot.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks, you're helping out what we're doing here. We're just making sure we get things lined up.
What's going on with down here? So we turn around. Dan Rucci's back at the table with 5 reds in the open. 6 reds in the open. Well, there's only 5 now. He potted that one.
He would left on a long pot, and
I think Dan has to take the one down to this bottom pocket first, but see, I don't like this. I don't think this mapping's the right way. I think he landed beautiful on that one that's down the rail. He just doesn't want to risk it.
Well, that's it. Coming from so I heard from Dan that he heard from Lister about the idea of always just one more shot. Wait, one more shot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm seeing here with...
Yeah, see, if he'd have taken that ball that was down to the bottom rail, then he goes back the middle, takes the balls up the top, pot middle, pot black, easy out. But that ball missing, not taking that ball means he's now going to land on it again, which he should do here.
Yeah,
yeah, so he's landed on it nicely there. So
I'm surprised how have we got to the point here where... okay, so Sonny didn't completely snooker... Christian on that shot. He left him on it. So Christian's got a black here to win a fairly tactical battle in which it looked like he was behind the whole time.
Yeah, it didn't. See, look what Dan's now left himself. And this is the ball that was worried him every time, I think. Sometimes you just have to take the right ball.
Brilliant. We have Sarah Lakes. I haven't seen Sarah Lakes since the start of last Super League. We're yet to know who it is, but
see, this is I hope he gets it. I hope he does make a lie of me, but I think the
wonder,
way he's
yeah.
gone for it is the wrong way round. He should have taken the ball when he had it.
Yeah, it's hard to know, because especially under pressure as well, Dazzy,
Yeah.
you know yourself, you sort of... But here, do you think that you play safe? You just snooker him and leave your ball over the pocket?
Well, it's not a bad thing, but see, you're on there too. But yeah, now we're in that danger mark, aren't we?
But I think the in-off, it's not so like on as Herbie's was. It's sort of... You're
But on
queuing
the
with
rail,
top.
you can't do much other than... Yeah.
But you get a free go at it, really. As long as you leave the white ball up that side of the table.
Yeah.
Although he's left him on the double. He's pretty straight in the double from what I can see.
See, I'm actually not... I'm probably thinking... No, I know that you can slap the double, but I'm also thinking the safety's not that hard. Depending on your pace control. I'd play the safety every day of the week here. Because of where that black ball sit, it's not a guaranteed. Now, if you miss the black ball, Daniel's going to go for it. But if you miss those, you leave them snooking and they miss the black ball, you're going to be on your ball.
Sarah loves Irishman commentary. You're more than welcome. Unfortunately, we don't have angles on stream tonight, Sarah.
Well, that's
well, that was 2 ways to go about it. I think that's actually worked.
No, because
No, he can. Oh, he can tap him behind it.
Yeah, he's just going to tap him behind. So.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. I think if you're going to play safe, the safe shot was, dropping the ball down the rail, and trying to snooker. If you were not going to play safe, go the double and just commit to the double.
Yeah, I think the safety there was. See, especially on these tables, I felt like it was.
Oh look,
you got to judge it pretty good, yeah.
You do need to, but it's one of those ones where I think, if you get it, you're probably a 50-50 chance that the person's gonna, not pot the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas, would you consider yourself a 50-50 chance to pot the double? So Dan knocks it in. So I think, and that's the odds you weigh up. Are you an attacking player or are you a defensive player? Me, myself, I'm probably a little bit more defensive, which I've learnt since come to Perth, go out when you're going out, if you want to go out, because how many times do we go for the out and miss it? So,
well, that's it. And percentage, you think about percentage, the percentage would be to try and play the safety.
Yeah.
I think it was potentially the harder shot, but I think it was the right way to go. It
wasn't like if the black ball was on the rail, then I would definitely have gone the double. But when the black ball's sitting out a little bit, you've got to play to hit the right spot in the middle of the black ball to get it to drop in. You hit it a little bit straight, it's going to hit the jaw. You hit it a little bit thin, it's going to hit the jaw. And the person's probably going to play it harder because of the fact that your ball's down the bottom rail, so they want the white ball to spring if they do hit it and not go in.
And over on the other table with Herbie here on for a master, and he's bounced back fairly quickly from that previous frame.
He's going to be pretty natural. He can go the black either bottom pocket naturally, whichever he wants.
I like this angle. You just sort of...
I actually think he comes back across and goes to the black ball the same pocket.
Okay.
Which I think with the pace, unless he's running into that yellow, of course, by the middle, but I think he's going to miss that and come back across. So I think I'd just play this in confidently and go to the black ball the same pocket.
I think he's just focused on the pot. The angle's pretty good. Yeah, that's beautiful. And
that way he was able to just play it in nicely at a good pace, not trying to just drop it in. You end up a foot back, and
Herbie comes back with a vengeance. That's a good against Ron Kelly as well. Yeah, that's a serious.
I think the last time I commentated on a Ron's match last year, Ron was 3 out of 5 for the night, and all 5 frames were masters. Or he was 2 out of 5 and all 5 frames were masters.
Wow.
Right, so the only way that people beat him was mastering him. So Darren Morris at the table, he got what looks like a pretty good spread on ball. So I think he's on reds by the looks of it. So
that is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. So he was on reds, we presume. Yellows look pretty good as well, other than the one ball up towards the top left-hand side of the table. So The Jazz are about to go on. He is, so his heartbeat's just.
But so
pumping up.
far, like the score's 5-3, but I feel it's a hell of a lot tighter than 5-3. Besides that frame, that was a big frame for Herbie to bounce back with.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just pulls him straight back into the
Yeah,
match
it's
again.
the difference between what was it? It was 4-1, you know. So 1-2 sort of all of a sudden changes the contact of the match, you know.
Yeah.
From what looked like, hold on, the Reapers could run away with this to, hold on, we're back in, you know, it's close again.
And it was on open table that Darren missed that ball as well. That changes the whole situation.
Yeah, so obviously, it was something off the break and.
So we'll see how he goes about these
yeah,
here.
This is tough here, yeah. Like, I don't think he really had a plan other than to pot that then. He has left himself the plant up there.
Or maybe you can see that top ball. It's
if you
impossible
can
to tell with that camera.
No, he can't. The black's in the road for sure.
And then you would think that's not. Yeah, it's not an ideal shot.
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what his next plan was, to be honest. If he had one, but he might make a Lyris and play this monster plant, and it's all over. It's a great effort.
But that opens up that pocket now.
Yeah.
That was the big issue with that.
Absolutely. The only good thing, he hasn't left Darren an easy first ball. Right.
But he's left him a pretty good safety here. Like a two-way shot. So the ball, the yellow underneath the black, you can try and cut that in, hit it soft enough, and you're staying on this side of the table, you know. I think you're focusing more on the safety than you are the pot.
I think I'm actually taking the middle ball. I think I'm just purely playing safety here.
Yep.
Because there's a problem is, I don't think you're going to catch the second ball, but...
I just got a message from McCrory. Sorry, lads, I can't open the chat link tonight.
Oh, damn.
He's on one of the other chat links.
Yep.
Not so YouTube friendly.
What's his name, Kieran? Who's he cuddling tonight?
Kieran McCuddle, eh?
Kieran McCuddle.
I can see why you said to play it the way you said play that other ball, because it really hasn't.
He's left this open here, you see, so where I think with the straighter ball he could have then developed the ball up to the middle of the table more, dead center of the table. So
to be honest, there's so much happening in these games. I'm struggling to keep up on both the tables here.
So this is a big shot here. He pots this.
Yeah.
He's got a big pocket too. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he's cued that
He's
lovely.
played that lovely.
But now you are you forced into the plant here, or?
Well, I think you can see the other ball on the rail, so he might better drop the rail ball in and then come back out for the other one, the other bottom pockets. No, he's. Ooh. No, he's okay. He's okay here. That's actually going to work out if he can somehow miss that yellow or catch the inside. The black doesn't go anywhere. I'm not sure where the black goes. So I reckon the black is blocked in the bottom two left pockets, the right middle. It might squeeze to the left middle, so it's got to go to the top. Or move it. Oh, if you'd have potted that.
Wow.
Yeah, it still wasn't on, really. No.
But it's worked out okay because the red's still blocking that yellow pocket, you know.
But this is where... So Darren can now just play... he's got this side of the table here where he can come across to snooker, with these three balls that he's got running up the table.
Yeah, you've got a few ways to get out here.
I'm not sure about that shot.
Maybe he's just thinking, well, if I'm going to win this frame, it's going to be on a double, and I might as well take it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, see, I look, I'm going back a step here, but I don't mind leaving that ball where it is and even playing the turnover, because then, as I said, the black doesn't go in any pocket.
Yeah.
We could have played that, what is his dead ball up, played the turnover and said, well, if you can fluke the black somewhere, good luck to you, but... He's played a good safety there.
Yeah, I think he's blocked the inside rail as well. I would reckon that's pretty good. Yeah. But the problem still exists that he has to figure out a way to get that yellow out. He can maybe, if he gets ball in hand, set it on the inside and play it into the middle, but you don't have a great shot. You sort of have to jack up and...
Yeah, no.
But it's, yeah...
I actually think... Well, I thought the turnover shot was there before. This is a great effort. This is a great effort by Herbie.
Oh, what a great shot.
Oh, sorry, not Herbie. Wrong table. Oh, sorry. No, I got a message from Kieran too. He's loving tonight. Alex, that's right, Alex. So
Alex, yeah, the son of Nigel.
The son of Nigel, yeah. So I think Darren's going to play. Oh, that's not good. Was he trying to hide behind the black then? Not sure why he didn't come back down the other side again.
It's not. It's still not. Do you spin it around the rails, or how do you get on this black?
It all depends on what sort of cue action you've got, but I like the big deep screw shot here, but
Oh wow!
If I can get it, but that's because running around, you're gonna have to load this up with the right hand side, aren't you?
Looks like he's just playing centre ball. Oh, it goes into that pocket. Ah,
does it really? Oh, it does too. Flies in there. Oh.
Well, take back everything we said. It was all unnecessary.
we all thought it was because he moved that ball before. So he moved the ball that was
he
blocking.
did, yeah. So Darren really never gave himself a go in that frame, to be honest.
He didn't play a very good tactical frame, in my personal opinion. I haven't seen Darren play for a long time, to be honest. So I know he was out of pool for a long time. So he's still. And what are we going on with Jezza? So Jezza's on reds.
Yeah, and he's in a. Whether he can pot this or not, he's in a pretty good spot. That black is full on covered.
Yeah. And he's got this end of the table, which is... so this is the difference with Jeremy playing a lot of those rack and runs, I think. I'm not sure he's got any safety here.
Yeah, no, I think that's... I really have no issue with that. Because where can you hide the cue ball here? There's...
Well... Yeah, it's tough.
And if Brendan miraculously finds a pot here and clears up, the black is still, it's in no man's land. So this just puts the pressure on big time.
Well, you can see that. So I'm playing turnover shot now. I like the turnover shot here. Just playing this hard enough so you actually push his red ball out. So playing the outside the rail ball, the closest to the rail, I'd almost play it off the rail.
Play it off the rail first, onto the red, kiss the other red and put it safe.
Oh, yeah, see, I wouldn't.
Only
because the black doesn't go, as you said. But Brendo would back himself to have a go at trying to get down onto the black, I'm sure. But I think that's the safer shot. Take the pocket.
Yeah, now this is all of a sudden gotten a bit awkward here. He might decide to play it now, but...
Well, I think it's the right shot. It was the right shot before, and I still think it's the right shot now. Is going, well, hold on, you need to reset. Can I get onto that black from where I am? No, I can't. Because even if he drops this in the middle, he's shooting the white ball up to the top end.
Looks like he's going to try and run up and down. To be honest, I don't really... There's no point in guessing at this point. These guys can really just do a bit of anything.
Oh, did he try and get the black out there?
And he has landed, just a touch short of being perfect to run him behind the black.
I did think of this. It's the half, skill shot sort of dropping the black onto the red that's over the hole.
That's why, Jezza shot whenever the two reds were in line. The skill shot wasn't there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that changes That's a big miss.
See, again, I think all he needed to do there was drop the yellow in, bring the white down, pot the black onto the red and take the hole over. So Jez is at the table now. Up to 153. Is that one of the highest ones, guys?
And we'll just zoom in on this because this is sort of the main frame at the moment here.
Yep.
Seems to be an interlude coming up after this.
Yeah.
And I wonder, he's digging in here.
He's trying to. Oh.
Although he still has the safety. Worst comes to worst, he has the safety.
I think we're going to see a little bit of a tap up here somewhere. White ball behind the black.
Oh, he's hit that so nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
He's hit that so good. Now, if you're Brandon here,
well, good luck. Actually, I'm not going side table. I'm actually going to go up underneath. I think I'll come back down the bottom rail.
Okay.
And then, because coming back up that rail, you're pushing it. Oh, this is close. That's not bad.
Yeah, because the way that plant's set up, like Jeremy's kissing that second, that first ready hits towards the rail.
Yeah. So the way I was hoping it would have played, as I said, up underneath and come off the rail, hit the yellow ball, and then white ball springs to the other side of the table. Again, sort of probably leaving him and pushing, hopefully pushing, but he's landed okay here.
If for a player of my stand, just to even hit that the way he has was
the way he did. I wouldn't have gone there because I don't see that shot. But
Jeremy sort of has to hit this. Yeah, that's the shot. That's the shot.
But a beautiful touch there.
But if he's hit that first one, you'd reckon he'd hit this. This is only one reel.
Well, this is true, but
last time you had to use 3. But you really want to try and hit the top side of that yellow, is it?
Well,
do you reckon?
Yeah, you do, because you want to kiss it back down towards the red ball, the black ball, sort of get it back involved. So.
What have you got the boys against the when it's the Reapers against the Jets?
Oh
yeah, we'll have a.
We're working on some things. Yeah, that's interesting. When we went to one screen, it changed the name of who was at the bottom.
Yeah, so it's just based off how the overlays were already set up. Sorry about that, lads.
Oh, now
this just turns into a whole different thing. Wow.
You know what's going to happen now, though. Jeremy's going to just leave that white ball.
He's just going to make him linger.
But you know what? The longer it takes, the more chance you got.
I would reckon that was a silly mistake on our part. But he was not too happy about that now, I must admit.
See, I'm not sure about that shot.
Because if he does happen to hit this, like it's not half a chance of leaving him off everything. To be fair.
Oh yeah, see.
Yeah, it was always really tough. Yeah.
I wasn't sure why he was going that way from there. It's tough to hit it without it bouncing like that. I was thinking more of the top rail. He had it wasn't that hard to go up top rail and hit.
Jeremy's just taking a bit of time with this.
Yeah, I think he's fine though. I think he's just going to. The problem is he's going to make sure he gets enough screw on it to come back out far enough, that's all.
Yeah.
Did nice in there.
Yeah, lovely stuff from Jeremy there. Even when the frame went awkward, he knew how to sort of just keep it in his wheel ballpark.
Yeah, he did what he had to do. Alright, just a bit of a knock around the grounds to see what's going on.
I am quickly going to go and just get a bit of a drink.
Right. I'll have a Jimmy here while you're there, mate.
Yeah, not a problem at all. And I will be right back with you.
Alright, not a problem. Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Having to commentate that, guys?
Yeah, that was, we're not sure about some shot choices in there. We disagreed with what some people did, but that's okay. Okay, the boys and the lads, 5-4. Right, we've had a first master shot of the night, so there's one from down on the boys and the lads table. We still haven't had one here on the show tables. The players are 9-3 up against the Assassins. Yeah, very good team there, and they're sort of their best players are showing why they're their best players. We've had one master break from Alan Brown over there, so that's 2 for the night. I never gave my figures. I was thinking about 7, but and we've had none here. So far we've got 2. Oh, hold on. No, Mr. Brown's actually had a master shot and a master visit, so showing his class there. Coming up here, we've just got some changes being made by the looks of it. It was 6-4 after 2 rounds. On the one table, it looks like we've got Ron Kelly and Scott Healy. And on this table, Dylan Moysen for the first time. Oh, sorry, on the first table, we've got Ron and Christian. And then on the second table, we have Dylan Moysen for his first frame of the night after playing Scott. And Sonny sent himself out for a round. So shout out to Sebastian as always for the work he's doing here in the backgrounds tonight, getting it all set up and making sure everything's working. We're building some new stuff. So that's going to be exciting for moving forward. All right, here's our little man back with the refreshments. Keep the lips wet, as they say.
And I tell you what, could you have any better?
Good
Terry putting it on the house.
Terry putting it on the house. Don't tell anybody that. Never heard Terry putting it on the house.
Unsung hero.
Unsung hero. We love him. We love Terry. He does a great job.
What would this place be without Terry and Smash? That's what I say.
All right, so Christian at the table here against Ron. What looks like a pretty nice open sort of layout here for Christian, I think. I think Christian broke. Sorry, I was getting a beer in my hand. You know how it goes.
Yeah, Christian's carrying a lovely ball at the moment.
So Ron must have gone.
Yeah, so
Ron broke, I believe.
So it looks like as well, who did the sub for Moisey?
Sonny dropped himself. Yeah.
Sonny took himself out?
Yeah, Sonny lost a frame. He said, I'm out. That's it.
Wow, that's every good captain's willing to do.
How much
Wow,
did
Christian's
he load
really
up on that?
tried a serious shot there.
Yeah, that's some work on the white ball, ladies and gentlemen. So, did you guys decide on your favourite shot from the 3 of last week?
There's been a bit of heat in the house over it.
Yeah, right.
There's been a bit of heat in the house
Bit
over
in the
it.
house over it.
Angles is dead set on shot 2.
That was.
He will not be changed.
Who's shot 2?
Lee Thayer with his swerve cut into the 3/4 pocket with the black.
Look, it's class shots.
It is the
Cut the
hardest
black?
shot to replicate. That is true.
Yeah.
But I think the vision from Ben Foster,
Yeah.
the tactical and it was a masterclass.
Okay.
I think shot 3 had to be the shot.
Yeah, it's look, I'm the purest of me was shot 3, Benny's shot. If I'm talking the modern age player, I can see why he says Lee Thayer shot. John was just John Barclay being John Barclay. It's a double. Like, it's there. Like, it's pretty good.
Whoa.
It's definitely third.
You're gonna get us some heat here.
Look, love Johnny boy, but he just doubled it. Come on. Like you said, we've got a master stroke just to see the safety, let alone to play it as perfectly as he did. And then to play a swerve shot, to just miss a ball, to cut a ball into what was probably
pocket.
a 3/4 pocket, was just mind-blowing. Now Christian has just fouled there, but not terrible, I don't think. Like, Ron's balls aren't easy at all.
Yeah, but if it's the Ron of that we know, you would be thinking these of.
Yeah, so obviously he's looking at that ball next to the red, so that must go to the other middle pocket. I'm not sure what's going on, but this place is becoming a bit of a bloody nursery around here. We got babies everywhere. Like, then we got the ladies in watching the Super League, which not some ladies we've seen before. Some new ladies in watching Super League, which is great.
Yeah. Well, you gotta bring them in early.
We've got a couple of bums in the house. Christian and Scotty, the little ones. It's like, Oh, hold on, we've got another one over here at the local third grade going on as well. So we've got 3 babies in the house. I think some people need to spend more time at the pool table.
We've got baby number 4 and Scotty walking past us.
Yeah, 'cause that's for sure.
Baby number 4.
So obviously we're a family-friendly venue.
Yep.
Get down and watch. Bring your children along. But I'd keep them away from Scotty.
You want to hear me yesterday, mate? That Antonio.
So that'd be Julian's daughter, baby, down there. So I've just had a mind blank on her name. Did play for W.A.E.B.F a couple of years ago in Perth. All right, so what have we got going on here? Dylan is on reds. No, he's on yellows. Oh no.
Yeah, Kim also thinks that it's Ben Foster's shot, I think. Yeah, I think each shot has its merit. This is the thing about it.
Yeah.
So, but that's the whole idea of why
you had to put
we did it the way we did.
Absolutely.
Because it just brings so much like controversy and, but this is what it's all about, that's how you get people watching. That's what's entertaining. Whenever you have people like Simo running about.
Speaking of opinions, Simo's just walking past. He's always got something to say. Whether he wants to or not.
So Kim says, so who's favourites for this year? That is a cracking question.
Oh, okay. Also, Kim, who's your favourites? Let's look. I've got my favourite. I think we're not watching them tonight. I think they're here at the venue tonight. So it's not We Chalk Dirty then. They're not my favourite.
No?
No.
No?
No, I think the players. Although, is Chris Coffey their normal 5th player, or are they missing somebody still?
Yeah, I think it is.
I feel like they're missing someone. Marchie is on their side.
Yeah. But they brought Chris Coffey in last week as well.
Yeah, so I think Marchie's their normal 5th player.
But I think the players are going to be hard to beat this season.
Yeah.
It's the players are the lads for me.
Yep.
And like we say, what's the score? Daz, I let you let them know what the score is between the players and the Assassins.
It's 10-3 over there, so it's a bit of a whitewash over there. The boys, and this is why I think that the players' side is they might have started off. I'm not sure how they've started off, to be honest. I think it's a little bit slow, but I know guys like Mandar and Nathan, especially, have not barely touched the table before Superleague started. 3-4 weeks ago now. Whereas now they're starting to, they'll put in a little bit more practice and, they'll hit the table a couple of times. Although, we don't know what Mandar's doing these days because he's not living with you guys anymore. You've taken over the spot of brown sugar. So, white sugar in the house now, I suppose. So.
Well, this is But yeah, that's the point last week was the players were playing the lads last week and Dave Fallon wasn't here.
Yep.
And unfortunately they weren't successful in their venture.
Yep.
And I think a big part of that, regardless of how Chris Coffey played, I think he played well. I think he ended up with 2, maybe 3.
Yep.
But Dave Fallon has just been so solid as a low pointer this season. Yep. He's definitely my pick for best junior, quote unquote junior. We're
going to call them juniors or intermediates or.
It looks like Moisey won his for him.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be texting me or ringing me later saying, I can't believe you didn't even say nothing about how I won.
Well,
unfortunately, I have no idea how you won.
Well, in all honesty, there was about 7 reds on the table. He had 1 yellow. And I saw him going off in what was, look, if he did it in 2nd division, I'd still be annoyed at him. So, it was a pretty easy hit off.
Oh, to be fair, that is an outrageous. Yeah, I'm just watching back.
He said pretty good. A really good shot. Yeah, really good yellow.
Oh, that is potentially.
That's
that might not be far off my shot of the night. That's a pretty.
Look, that's about the best we've seen.
It's a wee
tonight.
tester. It's a wee tester.
Look, I'm hoping that's not the best shot we see of the night.
Yeah,
it's a quality shot. But rewind a little bit further back and see why he gave his opponent a ball.
We'll see what Sebastian thinks. So Dylan's on yellows.
Jets.
I think that's pretty good.
It's
pretty
a
good.
lovely pot.
It's a good start for him. It's a good start for him tonight as well.
Yeah, get the win on the board. Feel some confidence.
Yeah, I had McCrory texting me letting us know that it is indeed Dave Fallon who plays for the Players instead of Chris Coffey. I think it's Dave Fallon. He was in the house last week. Well, he wasn't in the house, but he was in the stream.
Yeah. So maybe he's up at work at the moment, is he? Or is he doing a bit of flying out and working away again, I guess? So.
Yeah, I think we chalk dirty, Kim. I think you're right. They do have a solid chance if if they can gel. It's the same as last season. Their team is pretty unbelievable, really.
Very solid.
It's the same as every team. It's the only difference is the low point players. Who's going to really come out on top of that battle?
Yeah.
Will sort of decide who wins it, you know.
And I think for these guys, the Reapers, the most important player is the man at the table right now, Dan Rooch. You know what you're going to get out of Sonny. You know what you're going to get out of Ron. You know what you're going to get out of Jezza. You know, Dylan and Darren, I think, sort of. And honestly, I think, like at this present stage, if you go back probably 5-10 years ago, Darren Morris would be clearly in that same sort of conversation with those players. He's not at the moment.
Yeah.
So, to me, Dan has the game and the skills and all that sort of stuff to be very consistent, you know, for your 3 to 4 a night. But at this point in time, I'm not sure he's actually put that on the board on a regular basis yet.
Well,
so
that's why,
if Dan can have a big year, I think for them, that's where that can push them into the top 2 sides.
Well, that's it. To be honest, I'm near certain Kim has said that every team has a chance, which look, it's not far off. You know what I mean?
It's not, but I think class still rises to the top at the end.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But on paper, you know, you may think the Assassins might be slightly lower than the rest, but they're a team that can gel quick. Whenever you have players like Scotty Davo and Wayne Gilmore, they're boys who can connect with their teammates. And team morale is really going to decide this because every team's new. They don't know what it's going to be like playing with each other.
Nice pot in the yellow there, Dill.
Yeah,
he's
just
not even listened to us. Just ignored him. Yeah.
Just to say again, so Dylan is not ringing me later. That was a cracking yellow that you potted.
Cracking yellow, Dylan. But we weren't watching.
We were not watching.
So Chris Herbert at the table. Oh, big pot here on the red could work out quite nicely for him.
Herbie played a lovely double.
Yeah, see, that's
Herbie's hitting such a good ball tonight. Yeah. I think he's pretty well, he wasn't unlucky with that first one because it was heading that way. But
yeah, we all sort of it was called beforehand, which sort of says there was definitely a chance that we knew about it. But does this ball go? I don't think it does. So I don't think this ball next to the yellow goes at all. So. He's going to be chasing his tail.
And it looks
I actually like playing just a little tap up on this and leaving the white ball right on exactly what he's looking at right now. Yep.
Oh, make sure you make a reel, though. Make sure you make a reel. Oh, that is...
Wow.
Because now he has ball in hand, he has the angle to cannon the ball out.
It was a perfect shot. Like, it was the right shot. All right, Scooby's got ball in hand over in the other table too.
So we have Scooby back in the mix. Now, it hasn't worked out horrible, but...
yeah, I've got a feeling it has, to be honest. I think it's... Darren should be able to pot out here, I think.
Yeah, but there's work to be done. It's not, you know...
It depends whether the pocket down the bottom is covered or not. I think he's left enough room out there to go. Great shot from Rooch there to develop that ball too. Now, I'm not sure if he will, but I'm thinking just here with Rooch to play just a little screw back in to come onto that yellow next to the black.
Yeah.
Right, because it's just probably the hardest ball to get onto.
That was a great shot from Darren there as well, just to
move some
make
balls
it a wee touch easy,
Yep.
Although he's a bit close to this, you got to really be careful with this.
He's got an inch, so. Oh, that's.
It was always.
It's worked out okay. I like it, Dan. I do like it.
That is a beautiful shot,
Yep.
You called it every day of the week.
Yeah, so you can just he's opened up everything now too. So got that ball out of the road, so he can still go to the top if he wants to now, because that ball's much more in the open. So he's gave himself both balls.
You see, the ball that I was worried about, the whole frame for Darren Morrison is the one next to the black, and he has still done nothing about it.
Yeah.
And now it's getting a bit trickier and trickier.
See, if I'm Darren here, I'm not even potting this. I think we're just going to push it across.
Yeah, just leave it over the bag.
Leave it over the bag.
Yeah.
There's no reason you have to go here. Like, he's slung. And that's unfortunate miss by Darren Rucci there as well.
He tried to screw up and head into the red and left himself in.
Yeah, that's what I said. Once he moved that red out to the road, I actually think he could have changed tack and gone to thing.
Oh. And now all of a sudden,
now
Darren Morrison is behind in this frame.
Scott Healy's favourite now.
100%.
Because he's probably going to tap up snooker behind the one on the left-hand side. Because at least if you miss the snooker, you don't leave him a pot.
Chris Herbert's just playing the same game with Bulldog in the house.
That's a very good shot by Herbert. He's left him a bit though, I think, maybe. There, I might have to... I'm still not convinced Herb's in a great spot here yet. Let's see him
Chris
trying to
Herbert,
pot this.
you just play a wee cannon on the black here. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's hit that so good.
And they did leave Darren a bit of a look at the yellow, so...
But now I think you sort of have to go for it.
You do now, yeah.
What do you think, Darren?
Yeah, you definitely have to go for that now. It's the first two
that,
balls are pretty straight. The first three balls, it's your rail ball, which he's left, unfortunately.
You just leave it as your last ball and just... Yeah, I think, I would assume you leave it as your last ball.
Well,
you just roll it in and
absolutely.
you just drop it in,
Yeah, and then if you... Look, you're going to not... The white ball's not going to be a great spot to pop that yellow, even if you do miss down the rail.
Yeah. And as long as Herbie doesn't... Oh, Herbie's pumping them in. Herbie is feeling it now. You could see him give the wee...
And that's the shot that I was talking about with Roach. He does miss from time to time. He does everything so well, and then sort of just one shot.
It looks like Scooby's left himself a bit straight here, potentially.
No.
He has to screw with bottom right and try and...
Yeah, you're right, he is. He just took his medicine by the looks of it.
Yeah, Jez is sitting at 12 beats per minute. Jez may be dead. 12 beats per minute, Jez is sitting at. He may be dead in the corner. Someone needs to get the defibrillators. So he was messing about with it. Jezza was messing about with it on his stomach. Just underneath the solar. Oh, it stayed. Yeah.
Mr. Call himself, he's going to call himself now. It's 12 beats a minute. Chris Herbert just got the win. Brings back straight back at 89.
Yeah, Jezza was messing about with his chest. I think he was worried about getting punched in the solar plexus, and he's ended up...
and
that's a great shot from Scooby.
Yeah, he played it a really good pace. He was.
Did he play it two ways? I wasn't even...
Yeah, he played a two-way shot. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he just rolled it down.
You make the pot good if you don't. Yeah.
And held perfectly, just enough. So a little bit of a swerve around the black ball off the top rail, I think, from Darren. Oh no, played it that way. So this is not bad effort. That's a great shot. It's a cracking shot by Darren Morris.
You're back in the game, Jezza.
I'm not sure if he's left Scoops an edge or not here.
I think you were worried about getting punched in the solar plexus that you moved it.
Yep. So Scoops took his medicine and just played a tap up on it.
Yeah.
Oh, has Darren Morris got enough to double this back underneath?
Oh, to be honest, I'm just focusing on getting the white safe. Just get the white in behind the black, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If it goes in, brilliant.
Yeah,
if it doesn't...
so I think it's either the pot or the safety. I don't think if you play the safety to get the white ball where you need to, Unless
I
you
think,
play, I'm
considering you're in a team with Sonny Lister, I would be assuming that he would be. Oh, he's just went for.
So he lined up the safety and then went crack.
Oh, and then he's ended up getting the snooker, so it's worked
Well,
out. It's gone full circle.
No, I actually think Scoops can see a bit of it. Can he see enough to pot it or not?
With Alan Brown in the house, he's got the lost and found box of the glasses.
Yeah, that's where you get your reading glasses from, Brownie says.
Oh yeah, I might have to have a look in that box later.
Half of these will be mine.
That's how you know they're Alan's.
Here's our pair of left early.
It's the pick and mix of glasses. Yeah, and
Scoops just
Scott
hits the
Healy,
back.
yeah. I think Darren Morrison, I'm not sure what he's tried to do with that last one. It honestly looked like a bit of a hit and hope.
Yeah, he's just tried to slap it at the end. Yeah.
And the Reapers are still ahead. This is, they're just every step of the way. But it's coming down to this last stretch is where we'll see what really happens.
Got a bit of a...
We've won.
They've won already, yeah. There's 13-5 there to the...
Wow, and just talking with Alan Brown, the players have... Yeah.
Slightly different than last week.
Yep, he's given Nathan a bit of a cuddle before they got here tonight. You know, give him a bit of a love.
Yeah.
Nathan needs a bit of love to feel good about himself. You know, he doesn't mind a bit of a cuddle and a bit of a tickle in the ear.
That's a serious performance. We're not even nearly halfway through this match, and Alan Brown and
yeah, we've actually got we've run master shot, master break. Pot a ball last week, says Alan.
Last week it was just too hard. So I don't know how people can pop this ball.
well, great performance tonight, Bernie.
Well, we've also got the boys up against the lads down the other end.
And how's that match? I'm interested.
Well, what do you think? There's 14 frames in. What do you think the score is?
I would find it hard to believe it wouldn't be 7-7 or 8-6.
You'd be wrong.
Oh, don't be telling me that it's 11-3.
No, it's actually 9-5 to the boys.
Wow.
So
after the performance the lads had last week,
Yeah.
that's pretty hard to
it went
believe.
4-1 the first round, then 3-2 to the back the other way. And then it's gone 3-1 this round so far. So, yeah, 9-5 at the moment. All right. So,
we have Brendan O'Brien up to bat against Ron Kelly, and feels like every time I look over, it looks like Jez is playing.
yeah, Jez has got a pretty good chance here to go out too, I think. So, that's
Oh, he's
beautiful
hit that
live
so
control.
good. That's a beautiful shot.
I think he's going to have to go off the top rail maybe though here to come back to get onto his yellow ball, but get a little bit of angle. So those that don't know, or looking for something to come and check out, the ladies have got their Perth Open on this weekend.
Perth Open, yeah.
For the ladies.
Evening Hammer Harris. I think the commentary on the screen isn't working. Let me just double check to see if. I think we've missed out on a few people here.
Hammer Harris.
I'm not. Someone new, someone old,
Someone new,
silver, something gold.
Only person I know as a Harris is Johnny Boy from Geraldton, and they had a pretty good comp up at Geraldton for the country boys this weekend.
Yeah, I heard nothing but good things.
Yeah,
I was trying to enter it myself.
Yeah, I did see that. It's like, well, Adrian might not know who I am. But Matt, shout out to Matt Franceschini, who was the victor in the final.
First ever Australian world champion.
Yeah, first ever
From what I know,
junior world champion back when he was a long time ago. So Ron here with the ball on the rail.
But anyways, Hammer Harris, welcome.
Yep.
It's good to have you in here. Let me just see here to see if...
Jez has just gone a little bit too far here and sneaking himself on the
Yeah,
black
to be
too.
honest, he was trying to play a massive shot.
Yeah.
Victoria, if you're from Victoria, eh? So we're getting viewers from all over. We've had Essay tonight, we've had Victoria.
Now, Harris and Victoria. Do we know? Do we know this young fella? Maybe he's played at, a Nationals or something like that. Someone might know him. But if not, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you.
100%. It's always good to get new faces in, especially from over
the Victorians. Look,
Yeah.
love to hate them and hate to love them. They're everybody's worst cousin. But we still love them. Look, they're a very proud state, and
that's a
I think
big. He's messed that up massively there. He's tried to play a touchy shot.
The Jets have had their chances on a couple of things tonight that could have had this score easily. We're now 9-5, could easily have been 7-7. So
and Chris Herbert might be the coolest man in the building.
7-7.
It's not Elise Harris. Nathan Harris, played in a few teams. Nathan Harris. I'm unfortunately new in the scene, been here about a year, I'm sure a few of our lads know you, more than certainly. Most of the boys in these rooms knows just about everybody who has ever existed.
They've been everywhere, done everything. So
it's brilliant to have you, Nathan. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. We're here every Tuesday.
And this is Jeremy just taking the win, and so 9-5. That's probably Dylan's up again.
With Dylan Moyes back out the bat, this time we will make sure to watch.
All right,
because I'm 100% getting phone calls later saying, you were sitting talking about some nonsense while I was potting a massive yellow.
Okay, so does that mean we can be extra critical of Dylan's?
100%. I'll be hammering into him.
Okay, so look.
Most improved player last year. He won the medal for it. To be honest, it was a beautiful trophy that they presented him with. Did you get a chance to see it? It was the globe that fit on top, and the globe spun. It was a beautiful trophy.
He's still on lower on points than me, though.
Well, it sort of shows you. So if you look at his record so far this season, every tournament he's played in, he's made at least the top 16. Geraldton made the semi-final.
Well, speaking of tournaments that he's going to make the top 16, the Perth Open coming up. 90 odd people are playing. So, that's presuming they all pay, of course.
I'll get to you. I'll get around to you.
That's all right. We've all, they've got... For those that are playing the Perth Open, you are due to pay money by Wednesday before the Perth Open. If you need to pay cash, you can pay Terry at the venue. But get your payments in. Going to be one huge weekend.
So my question is, so it's actually it's a pretty loaded question. So from the West Coast Open, what did you learn? What are you planning on bringing with you? What are you planning on leaving there?
Absolutely a great question. Definitely going to be a different change on the Saturday. The groups will not be as big. I'm pretty confident we're going to probably end up with 6 groups. And probably still single frame round robin, the same thing. So you're probably only going to play 14, 15 frames on the Saturday to qualify. So it's going to be much tighter and harder. The groups are still going to be tough. You're going to want to jump out of the gates. It's going to be very much more cutthroat event. The Sunday is still going to be... You're going to get major benefit from finishing the top 2 at least in your group. Maybe top 3. The Sunday's got a good structure with some good races along the day. But definitely don't want to end up still being here at 9:30, 10 o'clock on Saturday night. It was a test of stamina of the West Coast Open.
It got the better of me, Daz, I must admit. I started the drinks too early, and
I was pretty frazzled by the end of the night. I think I might have been a bit on the wrong side of a few conversations that happened with me late at night, where I might have told a few people what I thought of them.
But live and let live. These things happen. Happen.
Definitely a different structure. Unfortunately, Marchie's going to be away, but for the event, but hopefully he's going to sink. And Dylan's made his first mistake of the frame while we're just stepping back onto the frame.
White.
He's dumped the white, and it wasn't even a unlucky kiss. He just dumped it straight in the middle. So,
So besides the Perth Open, do you have anything else cooking for us, or what?
We do. We have a big announcement coming. So I'm going to sneak a little bit of detail out for some for our viewers tonight. We have a new major trophy coming into Western Australian pool, and it's not only for the men; it's also for the women. So the women start it this weekend.
Right.
And the little birdie tells me that it's called the King and Queen of WA. Which is going to make our ranking events a lot more important.
Right, yep.
So our major tournaments, you get your ranking points from the major tournaments, and probably a couple of new weekend events for ranking events as well. And so the last time we tried to do something with the ranking points, at the end of the season, you still had to pay $250 to enter this competition.
Yep.
Now, if I give you a bit of an idea, from the Perth Open this weekend, approximately $800 of this weekend's competition will be going into the King and Queen of WA.
Okay, yep. So I can see the severity of this then.
So I'm expecting this event, which will happen probably in February next year at the start of Super League. So we'll do the whole year, and then we'll come into start of Super League, and it'll be a weekend in February. And I'm seeing the event being worth somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000.
Wow.
For free. And it will be... So one of the things we've missed is the long races.
Big time.
And, we have a lot of events, and we get to a 5, 6, 7, and sometimes we might even get to an 8 or a 9 in a final, where this event, I suspect, will be over 2 days, and it will be long races. And it will all be fully seated from the ranking events. So there's a big... The posters and the full details will be coming out in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks, definitely before the Perth Open. But something to really look forward to. And
wow,
I think it's going to be the trophy to win at the end of the year. To say you were the best, and it's going to give, the federation... over the years, there's been a lot of... why did this person get the Player of the Year? Well, I've got a feeling that this sort of could become that person, You've got the most ranking points, and then you've won the major ranking trophy at the end of the year.
That's a pretty massive change, really, because, the Perth Open, West Coast Open was sort of seen as what was the pinnacle of WA pool,
And a shout out to our Perth pool players, because, we used to struggle to get 50, 60 to an event. Something happened late last year. And we ended up, the West Coast Open just went absolutely ballistic in numbers, and I just don't know where that came from. And then all of a sudden, we put up a thing saying cap 100 entries for the Perth Open, and within about 3 hours, we're at 90 entries. We've had a few pull out and a few come in later since then, but the support for the event is phenomenal.
Well, if it doesn't show you that more people just want to play a pool, then nothing will.
You'd see, and we've brought in dropping the price for the juniors. And I encourage any juniors to play these events, because not only will you get great experience from playing these events, but on the Sunday we will also generally have if I've got enough juniors, I'll have a juniors knockout on the Sunday, and basically give the prize money back, that they paid to enter back into the kids. So. There's a few of the kids coming out of that age group now, like Hudson McCrory's no longer eligible. I think young Mr. Patton.
Is Hakan still in there?
No, Hakan's under 23, so
okay,
it's only the under 18s.
Okay,
we have a couple of under 18s playing. We have one coming from Geraldton.
Wow,
Xavier, I believe his name is. I believe he's coming down with his dad. So it's the first time we've seen his dad or Xavier, so it's great that they're going to travel down. We've got a few travelling from Geraldton.
My only requirement that I beg of you, please run a regular Calcutta. I got done dirty in that reverse Calcutta, as long as you don't do that again to me this year.
No. Look,
we have no issues.
The Calcutta's an interesting one still, and to this day I still don't know what the right answer is. I just want to put some random time that no one knows other than me.
Yeah.
And go. The Calcutta will close off sometime between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Wow, that's
and then just do a draw and then go, because our car cutters. You look at what would happen in Geraldton when you've been to Geraldton once for the comp. The cow cutter can go a little bit crazy when everybody's there bidding. So, but when it's online, that's the stuff people bid. Lower.
They're trying to maximise what they're doing.
Yet more people bid, the more prize money you get in, and the more you get for winning your best player winning. So, we'll work on the cow cutter. That's not a much I worry about yet. But bit of a shout out to the women as well. So we're gonna have I'm probably going to come down on Saturday morning. We're going to run the women's. Obviously, will not get as big a prize money because there's not as many entrants into the events. But the women who are playing in the Perth Open, for example, a share of their entry fee will go across to the women's prize pool as well.
Lovely. Yeah.
So just because they're playing in an open event doesn't mean that their prize money won't go to the women's event next year. So the Queen of WA. I was talking to Adele Luke. We've got some ideas about. I know a few of the ladies went down to Albany recently for a comp down there, and so we're talking about maybe introducing some ladies events, maybe in a country location, something like called a country cup, which is encourage the ladies to sort of have maybe their own competition a little bit more, just other than we do have a few in Perth. So maybe the ladies get a weekend away to go and play at whether it be Mandurah or Albany or Bunbury or something like that. So that's something worth chatting about on the weekend, girls, if you're around. What you think and give us some ideas. And
well, that's it. It seems like you're more than open to pretty much any idea. You're willing just to find out what we want most.
That's it. It's about trying to build our pool in WA. I think if you can get 40, 50, 60 ladies at an event, then all of a sudden you find these ladies might start to come and try out for the national state teams and stuff like that, and come and play some of the bigger events like the Perth Open, the West Coast, and those sort of things as well. So they'll feel like they're a bit more part of the whole pool culture that's out there.
Yeah. And so the next tournament coming up, I believe, is the Kalgoorlie Open. Do you have a hand in that, or?
Well, that's an interesting one. That's going to be on Easter weekend here at headquarters, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm not at this present time much involved. I probably look if I thought I was going to be away myself, but I'm thinking I might actually be back in town now, so I'll probably play.
Yep.
I haven't got to that point yet because I'm sort of more worried about getting the Perth Open set up and ready to go.
But it's part of the ranking tournaments that you're talking about. It's part of the ranking
tournaments.
list.
Yep. So,
it's just unfortunate. I enjoyed Kalgoorlie last time. I think it's a really nice place.
I think it's why we love Geraldton so much. It's why Kalgoorlie is starting to get love. As much as Kalgoorlie's a 7.5 hour drive, you drive up there on the Friday, you get in the boys in the group in the car, and we have a good time.
Well, that's
Kalgoorlie's definitely a colourful place to go and visit. And it's got some interesting sights to see.
It's got something. Kalgoorlie's very close to my heart.
Yep.
It's a place that I hold very highly, regardless of what the place is actually like.
All right, so we better get back to Dylan here because
he's got a good chance here.
Good chance here.
Just land nicely.
I've turned away, and the Jets have just picked up a couple of frames. So.
Dylan's played that
very nicely.
Lovely. It's got the perfect angle just to float down.
Just float down. You can just bit of top right hand side, do you think, or?
Maybe just a wee touch of right. Yeah, to be honest, I'm still learning.
I'm thinking just a little bit of right hand side to sort of.
Yeah.
Just to make it sort of come across to your side of the table a little bit more. You see a little bit of right on this. Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as he just cues this nicely, he just does what he does, This is the sort of shot that really defines how you're going to do this season. Because
this is just. I don't want to see him punch it in. I just want to see him cue it in nicely.
You're not going to see much cueing with Dylan.
He's got the Luke Anglesey Meerkat popping up. Have a look. Good reset. All right, you're backing your mate in. Are you backing your mate in?
Well, whatever happens, he's going to leave him on the yellow.
He doesn't want to commit, ladies and gentlemen, because if he's wrong, he's going to cop it.
Oh, he's
Beautiful,
cued that
cued.
lovely.
Cued it beautifully.
100%.
So,
He's come out to play
so
tonight.
Dylan Moyes, your
Yeah.
man didn't back you in, though. Like, so, like,
Well,
when you
what
get
I'd
home
say
and you're
is-
watching,
what I'd
you
say
wouldn't back
is-
him in.
All I'm saying is, first week he didn't get to play. Second week he got a few frames. He was still feeling it out. This week is his week to shine
And
because
Dan
now
Rich
he's
is-
come out. He's 2 for 2,
Good boy.
and he's killing it.
Yep.
He's killing it.
And Dan just got the win on the other table, too.
Perfect, and
so
that just brings them straight back into the lead by big
yeah,
time.
Yep.
The Jets have always been behind here. They've
Yeah,
been fighting
yep.
their lives. The Jets sort of, they seem to lack that superstar that the rest of the teams have.
Yeah,
they have a really
yep.
solid team all round, but they lack that really, really strong player.
Yeah, they haven't got their 100-point players.
And that's the difference, yeah.
And I like what they've done. Just on that, I like what they've done with Super League this year with dropping the points a bit. I still think we're not quite. I think, yeah, obviously teams want to play to win. I get that, and you want your best. But like you said, you're short a 100-point player or 2. It'd be great to find 2, 3, 4 more that could fill in these other 2.
Yeah.
What we consider to be probably the weaker sides of the 2 on paper, or the 6 or 7 on paper. We're just short those couple of players. So, what about best master? I just got a question from Kieran McCrory. It's not Elise Harris. What about best master, Kieran? Okay, well, the masters actually do already have their trophy, but they don't have a free one like we're doing here. But this is the King and Queen of WA. It's not aimed at. It's aimed at just the best man, the best woman in town. Whether you be Neville Lovis at 78 or whatever Neville is, or who we got? I know we got a young girl from Geraldton coming up this weekend. She's only 12, I think, competing in the Perth Open. So
Brilliant.
I think it's brilliant what Geraldton are doing with their juniors too. And it's great to see a couple of them coming up to the events. And
I'm always seeing posts from Geraldton, and everything they do is
Yep.
for the players.
Yep.
There's nothing they do that's not for the players, by the players.
Yep.
That's what like. Adrian's a massive part. He's nearly the heart and soul of what Geraldton do, and yet he plays just as much as anybody else. It's
Yeah.
not like he sits on the backside and he's some form of a precedent. He just loves the game, and
Yep.
that's why he does what he does.
yeah, Geraldton's got a great junior program and some people there that run that up there. So they do a great job, and providing juniors and giving juniors that opportunity. And you look at the likes of Ben and Luke Foster. They're from Geraldton. That's where they started. I remember playing them in Div 1 at Country Week when they were about 14 and 12.
Well, obviously they're the good breed up there.
I think I beat one of them back then. So
Hold on to that one, truly.
yeah. All right, Darren Morris at the table and Mr. Bowell. He's got his heart rate going on. He's up to 125, Jeremy, before he starts the frame.
And just a bit of an interlude here. The boys are now only 10-7 up on the lads. The lads have really...
Lads got picked up a couple.
And the players, like we were talking with Alan Brown, first match he had a master shot, second match he had a master break. It's hard to beat whenever. And then Nathan McMahon in the last round got a master as well. So it's
3 masters on that table. We've had that group. We've had 1 down the other end.
and we've had 1 here, so we're on 5. So
Yeah, we're on
unfortunately,
5.
I was incorrect.
I was a bit late coming to the party. I'd originally thought about 7 for the night. 1 in 10.
1 in 10, yeah.
Yeah, 1 in 10. But look, I'm looking possible, but
Well, there's no more Alan Brown anyway, so so you might be in it.
alrighty.
Oh, right, back to the pool.
Back to the pool. We've got
Sorry for the interlude. We just wanted to fill you in on, well, Daz is filling you in on what's
Yeah.
going on in the
So-
scene, and it sounds like things are expanding at a rapid
yeah.
rate.
So we've got a bit of a committee with Marchie leading the pack when he's around. We're going to do some things moving forward. So we'll work out the final nuts and bolts of this, but. I think we'll end up with quite a bit of a really good pool for the players to play for, and a really good structured format.
And do you have a date for us, or is that too soon to say?
When the announcements of all the details?
when the announcements, when the tournament is,
Well, the tournament will be in February next year.
Yep.
Right, so you go the whole year. It's basically going to be the first weekend after Super League starts every year. So it allows the Super League players as well to get back on the table.
Yeah.
I think it was either first or second week, to be honest. I can't remember. One of the two. So it's going to be in February. And it will be a Saturday, Sunday event with the races being how they are. And it's be fully seated. You get entry if you make the top 32. And if anyone drops out, the next person on the list comes in.
Brilliant. Because the one thing that I hear a lot of is, like, the Super League players and stuff, they have no reason to play outside of Champions League, outside of Super League. So you're giving them a reason to keep playing so they're not rusty going into this tournament at the start of Super League.
And the two ranking events we'll have during the year, I believe they're going to be $50 events. Where we'll advertise very similar to what we've done now, advertise for the Perth Open. They're actually on the calendar already.
Wow.
They're already on the calendar.
Have you got names for us? Have you got names?
No, they're called a ranking event only at the moment.
Oh, it's just a ranking. Yep.
Right, it's just called a ranking event. They're not a special, Perth Open, Perth Singles or anything like that. They are just basically a ranking event to get points and to win. So there's $50 prize pool. If we get 64 people, that's $3,000 on a Saturday for a bit of a comp, and there will be good races in those comps too. So, and we'll be fully seated. So there's good chance for them to get extra points, or players to get extra points, especially, so those people who may be on the cusp, and we might all be able to drop some points from different. You might take your best 5 results through. So you have one of those, you do well.
That's very similar to how we would do ranking events back home to see who plays for county.
Yep.
So we hold 6 ranking events a year, and it's your best 4 is what does it for you. It's based off points. If you make it out of the groups, you get 4 points. I think top 30, top 16, 6. Etc. Etc.
And those ranked points will then last for the whole next year for the comp as well. So your ranking, you keep your seed after this 12-month period. Then you'll keep your seed for that next 12-month period. I think that's, So you're going to get, how good a
he's cute, like a tree. That was beautiful there.
That is lovely, kill.
And the Jets are still in this. The Jets are still in this.
It's a couple of big frames right here. Like, this is a big pot right here. Now you can drop this in. We see Jeremy's heartbeat go up a little bit more. He's at 153 on the other table, but he...
On other notes, on the other side of Australia, have you seen much about Alex Pacey playing for the biggest pot?
Oh, I did see that. It's a massive
all of
pot.
Australia. So John Muir, we were doing some research last night. So if it's the same fella, he played for the 1992.
Just got something going on here.
Yeah, so if it's the same fella, he's played for the 1992 men's New South Wales state team.
So he played
for the men's state team in 1992 in New South Wales.
1992, so he's not a young fella.
That is if it's the same person. Now, there's nothing of him on the internet. This man is basically a ghost.
So...
But if it is the same fella, it's not half bad idea putting, if it's $2.15, I think is his odds.
Yeah, see,
and he's 11 up.
I think it's fascinating. It's fascinating a match, but is it a match you want to view that much? Because look, if the guy's going to get an 11 head start in a race to 21, I'm not sure that his Liverpool's going to be that great. That's like if you're giving him that much of a head start in a pot that big.
Well, considering Alex said himself that he has never seen him play in person.
Yeah, so Reedy's probably organised this. Now, this guy must have a lot of money. Maybe he's got the money to put up. Maybe he's a local. It's on Reedy's card, I believe. So it says something. I know Reedy, and Reedy normally likes to have good quality matches. Especially with his Showtime matches, they're generally two very competitive players. So, and I guess it's a great effort.
That's worked out well, regardless of the foul.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a strange one. It might not be a match that you feel you don't want to watch much, but it's a match that you want to bet on someone, and that's what makes it.
So who do we compare it around here? So, let's use Ron Kelly.
Yeah.
All right. Ron's our man. He's the top dog. Who's Ron going to give 11 head start to? in a race to 21.
Anyone outside the top 7, I suppose.
Well, no. See, I'm not. So let's look around the room. Okay, is Ron giving Dan Rucci a 10 head start?
No.
11 head start. Right. So
Is he giving anybody who is a top side B grader a 10 start? Is the real
giving
question.
Dylan Moyes a 10 head start?
No. Well, this is the thing. Andy Barnett, I don't know if you had a chance to see the money matches going on. He played Dylan, gave Dylan a 4 start.
Yeah, that's this week. Is that, when was that?
That was this week, the weekend
just
past. So if he's given him a 4 head start in a race to 11, it means in a race to 22 he's given him 8.
Yeah.
So it's still not even 11. So
right. So, see, I'm thinking Ron versus Dylan is very similar to this level of match.
But maybe he's just never seen him play. Maybe he is just.
But would you be a bit like the old hustler at the pub, isn't it? You know, I'll play you and lose the first 5 frames. I'll play you for $500. I'll play you for $1,000, and all of a sudden the next game's for 10, and he just wipes the floor with you. You know, we've all seen the stories, but.
Well, that's why I think it's a great idea, because going in, nobody knows what this guy's capable of. Only his mates. Maybe he may be 1992 one of the best players in the tournament. We don't know, because all that we found was that it said he played for New South Wales. It didn't say champion. It didn't say anything else.
Yeah.
So who's to say he isn't capable of doing something? So
he could have been my age back then. He might be in his 50s now.
He could just be another Neville Lovis. You know, that's the thing about it.
Oof.
Well, no. Let me rephrase.
I'm pretty confident.
Oh, what a great shot that is.
Yeah, that's a great hit.
Oh.
I'd be pretty confident that Reedy hasn't put him in a match that's not fair. You know, and they're still giving the odds that this other guy's $2.15. So my feeling is that they still think, the odds say that they still think that Alex will win. You know, so if you back him, you're backing him going, well, he's likely to win. Which means the guy could only win 5 or 6 frames in total, in my opinion. So I'm actually going to back Alex, if I was going to back anybody.
Yeah.
And I'd say he's going to win 21-7-8.
Well, what is Alex's odds? Was it 150?
160, I think.
160.
Yeah, 160.
So either way, you're getting decent money for your bet. So, folks, I don't promote gambling at all.
But he was talking about the Calcutta early, just making sure we got that right. So
let's make this a serious match here, because they're looking to try and hit the pot over 100k.
Yeah,
I think they're currently at 65, somewhere along that line. It's already the biggest money match in history, but let's make something that will be, especially with someone who is such an unknown, to be the biggest money match in Australian history. That's just an unbelievable story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's to say this boy doesn't come out and beat him in 10 frames straight?
Has anyone heard when Alex is thinking about coming to WA?
It's in the works. I can't say too much, but
I know there's matches in the works. I know there's plenty of the guys that sort of talked about it.
We have a lot of good stuff going on.
And there's a lot, but like, do we have a hint of when he might be coming? You know,
there's potential that he may be here around the time of the Perth Open, potentially.
Oh, so yeah, well, I know someone did tag him in the Perth Open, and I was actually having a word while we're talking about our interstate players to Jaden D'Amica. Because Jaden didn't find the sponsor he was looking for the that he put up a thing for. But my conversation with Jaden, I'm sure we could, someone would put you up for the weekend if you wanted to fly over. It's not a big flight from Adelaide, so we got Nathan over there in Victoria, and if there's any South Australians on or whatever, want to come down for one of our events and see how good they are.
And you can see it's more what we offer is atmosphere,
the best venue,
fairly good standard,
in WA,
best venue in WA. A few tweaks here and there, and it may become the best venue in Australia. We're just missing a few things, but in terms of it being a club, it's not a bar. Don't expect to come down here and see DJs playing. Come down to here to expect to do nothing but play some serious pool.
And look, prize pool for the Perth Open. We are looking at 14k thereabouts, with the first prize up in the round of probably 3 to 4k.
Oh, sorry, we've been focusing here.
Shot
What a shot by Herbie. Herbie, after losing that first frame, has just
played
gone
well,
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, so I was just saying the first prize this weekend's probably going to be around about 4K.
Yeah, wow.
For the Perth Open, for our Perth Open. So, when people say there's no decent money and not worth coming, well, if you're saying 4K is not worth coming across the border for,
if you're making 4K in a weekend, I think you're doing
it's a pretty
okay.
good weekend. even for even a $600 flight. I know some of the boys have headed over to Geelong for that one, and Barry, Ron Kelly went up to Darwin to obviously win that. So, all right. So where are we at here?
We are currently 11-7, or is that 11-8? We're yet to know once it's up.
I think.
Yeah, 11-8. So the Jets are staying in it. They have been behind the whole game, but they are still in it.
Just quickly down to the boys and the lads down the other end. See Luke Anglesey at the table, on one table, and Matty Patton on the other.
How's the other games going?
The boys have actually just put their foot down and said, see you later.
Wow.
13-7 to the boys.
So maybe they're finally kicking into gear here, because they've been a bit slow in the first few weeks, such as every other team.
All right. Matty Patton tonight, 3 out of 3 so far.
Wow.
That helps. That helps a lot. Well, he's the one actually playing the best for him so far tonight. Down there, so Alex Kingsbury's the next best with 3 out of 4. For the lads, oh, well, we know who's got bragging rights in their Patton household tonight. No, obviously Matty's 3 out of 3, but Andrew's not on the board yet, unfortunately. So,
well, surprisingly, last week he was the man to beat against the players. Yeah, he showed up massively.
So go back to, look, you're still quite young. Go back to your younger days. If you were driving home with Dad in the car and you just whipped him tonight, would there be chirp going on or what?
I think you're waiting till you get home in case you're out the door.
Worried that Dad might
make you walk home.
Open the door halfway home.
And I tell you what, it is a long walk back to Bayford.
That's it. So, look, I know me and my dad used to do a lot of sport together. Rarely did I ever beat him, so I didn't actually get to chirp too much because he was a bit of a freak at everything he did. But we used to talk a lot about I'm sure they will discuss and go over, and maybe it might be Matt giving the advice to Andrew, going, well, yeah, you could have done this on this one, or you could have done this on that one, Dad. And then I'm sure there'll be another race on the weekend going, I want supremacy back. But I think in the long run, Matt's going to overtake Dad very quickly, and Dad's going to be doing a lot more spectating and a lot more talking.
That's it. Funny enough, having the race that I had against Andy
that was
last week, I got to learn a lot more about Andy and his history and how he got Matthew into the game, and it's honestly a beautiful story. Like him playing snooker goes all the way back to his grandfather, and it's a brilliant story. It's a purebred family in terms of snooker, mostly snooker. But it was more interesting to learn about that, and there was some good pool played as well, of course, and some amazing craft beer. And
Did you get the brother-in-law's gin out as well? That's always a favourite. So.
I unfortunately was driving, so I couldn't go too hard into it.
Good lad. Yeah, well behaved. Good to see.
And
you were playing a decent race, so you had to sort of just keep your liquid levels up to a little bit.
Well, that's it. I think he was trying to coax me a few times, but we were able to. Yeah, but it was just all round, and I don't want to say I was anything to do with him getting 4 out of 5 last week, but
well, like I said, I went and had a hit with Sonny on the weekend. Same sort of deal. Like, I was down visiting him, and I hadn't hit the table. So the first 5 frames, I probably made 2 mistakes, and I lost 5-0. Sort of class play that Sonny is, but then it just lifted my game up, going to play him again. I was like, I haven't touched the table since we finished, a couple of weeks ago, and all of a sudden I just started, having to concentrate, having to work, play hard on my game, playing against a player that was playing well, and it was great. Some great pool. Me and Sonny he beat me 5-4 the second time round. The other just quick races to 5. And
Wow.
it's just nice to sort of get back on the table against a quality player. So I sort of like what you're doing. I love the little videos out there asking for some advice. I think you're doing a great thing, and I think you're creating a little bit of your own sort of cult following. And
Well, yeah,
some people have got an
trying
opinion
bits and
and-
pieces, and well, this is the way everything is, you know. But the way I look at it is, I just decided to put up a few videos that I thought, wow, this is, to me, I was very happy with, and yeah, it's worked out that over 100,000 views over all platforms in the last 14 days, and yeah, it's pretty unbelievable, to be honest with you. Yeah,
These guys are like, okay, so
and it's nothing special. Don't just to put it out there, right? I know I am a C grader. I accept I'm a C grader, right? Just for clarification.
Hold on. You're closer to a B grader. I'm
Regardless,
not,
I am classified.
So are you,
yeah.
I think you're positioning for a place in the C grade in the Perth Open. Going.
No.
What do we reckon, ladies and gentlemen?
I always try and play up. That's the one thing.
I
But
think-
I just
Yeah,
so
I
people
know.
don't get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to make it look like I'm better than I am.
No.
It's some cool outs that I made. I'm very inconsistent. We'll just keep it at that. Just for anybody who doesn't like what I'm trying to do, which
God.
isn't what I'm trying to do.
Tell them to go jump on their head. Like, you're creating an interest in the game that, you know, people have got some opinions, people share their thoughts on what, some people dribble a bit, you know, it is what it is. So
But that's what brings the game. See, controversy is what gets people watching. This is the thing about it as well, you know.
we like to have a chat, we like to have our opinion, and, you know,
And people like to watch people having an opinion,
Yeah.
so that's why it's good for the game as well, you know.
it was funny, I was reading, I was telling you earlier, there's a comment about some pool halls in the UK banning triangle chalk, which anyone in Australia knows we've used triangle chalk for ever and a day, because it apparently wrecks the cloth. Like,
Oh, I tell you, if I could ban triangle chalk, I wouldn't be far off it. Oh, and we have Marchie in here. Marchie has decided to jump on the stream.
oh, good day,
welcome, Marchie. Right on time, 12-9.
12-9. He's pretty happy with his team having the win tonight, I suppose. And
Yeah.
so he's no. Which one's he with these days?
No, we chalk dirty, got a bite.
Oh, that's Mudge's with We Chalk Dirty these days, isn't he? That's right. I got to just keep up with the pace sometimes, mate. That's
And
a really good
that's
turnover
a good
shot from Brendan.
Brendan O'Brien. Yeah, I think quickly I might go and
Go for it, no?
get a quick drink. Just, I know we're kind of in crunch time here, but I'll be as quick as I can.
All right, we do a little bit of commentary on the actual game while Davey's off seeing the world. Dan's in a very tight spot here. Not a hard, ball to get out of. Oh, you actually can see the one next to the black by the looks of it. On the other table, Darren Morris is at the table. Hasn't had a great night from memory. Dan's fouled there. All right, so some pretty good things going on around the department, around the pool world, and coming up in the near future, guys. So, got any ideas, any messages, anything you want to share? By all means, please do so. Phone's buzzing off here somewhere. So, man's back. Got a mouthful of food and another drink in his hand. He's on the sugar-free Jacks. Keeping himself skinny.
Well, Angles has somehow talked me into one of this sugar-free.
Sugar-free diet?
It's 3 weeks. 3 weeks now I've been off it. And
Yep.
if anybody knows me, my diet literally only consisted of sugar. Sugar and carbs, that's all I knew how to do. So it's a massive change. I will recommend it.
Yeah, look, the guys are skinny as they come at the best of times. So, right, but look, we go with it. That's fair. We all know what the sugar's no good for us. So, all right. So, that match is sort of over down there. So let's just concentrate. 12-9. Jets are still fighting. Brendo got a foul. I'm not sure what potting balls is doing for him here, though. I think I would have liked for him to use this ball that's on the rail on the right-hand side to try and get the black out. So, really not sure of what he's actually doing here.
Well, all I'd say is Brendan O'Brien and co are no strangers to a comeback.
Yeah,
I don't want to say in First Division how we were 10-4 up or something, and they came back to beat us 13-12. I don't want to say it, but they're no strangers to come back to. You know, we'll leave it at that.
So, what do you think Brendan's doing here? Like, he's going to
Darren Morrison is Chris Herbert is not a man you want to get back to the table, and that's a pretty nice angle that he has there to get this blackout. It's all or nothing. It really is all or nothing.
This is like he develops everything else. If he's going to have to hit this pretty hard because he's got to clear the yellow. He playing? Should we just play natural? And look, at the end of the day, he hasn't been penalised for anything there. He's down to 1 ball, but
he just sort of hit that a bit quick. It felt like
he can do that when he's sort of trying to create something. I think it's sort of rather than going. But I didn't like what he did the whole time as far as trying to pot out all his balls there. Like he
just left his hard one to last.
Yeah, nice pot there by Herbie.
Oh, Herbie's knocked the balls. Oh wow,
beautiful pot.
Like I say, Herbie's the one man on the Jets you do not want to let back to the table. And we've seen Bulldog for 1 frame tonight, is that correct?
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Next question, is Brendan the captain of the Jets? Is that correct?
Look, I believe so.
No,
Christian,
Bulldogs played 3. Oh, it shows you how little we've been watching.
Yeah, like he beat Sonny and then he came back in there and lost to Ron. Oh yeah, actually, okay.
And I think that shot might have just lost.
Shot by Chris.
Yeah, that might have just lost the Jets the game. He's just left it open for Dan Ritchie.
Yeah.
It'll be a disappointing way to lose this match if.
Just watch Dan's cue action here. Make sure he stays down on this ball. He dropped up. He lifted up a little bit on that shot. It held it. He was lucky. He was okay, but that's why it sort of rattled there. He just lifted a little bit on his ball. Let's just watch him again. See if he does it again, because Dan's normally very precise with his cue action.
Yeah, he did it again.
He's just moving his head a little bit.
And Chris Herbert has a massive shot here. This is all or nothing.
He got lucky with where he put the black ball. I think he stayed down a bit better on that one.
And I think, unfortunately, they've.
Yep.
But for Christian to win 2 out of 3 and to be subbed out.
Yeah.
It's just.
Those last 2, he stayed down on the ball much better. It didn't, like, as I said, I've normally known Dan to be very precise about what he does.
Yeah.
And I just had a feeling that one of the shots earlier where he knocked back that shot down similar shot, where something wasn't quite right with what he was doing, and he's just slightly moving his head on 2 out of those last 4 shots.
And that's the Reapers winning the match. Obviously, we play the frames out because frame difference, I can near guarantee, will make a difference this season.
Yeah.
All the teams are too tight for it to not to. But just while we're playing these frames out, shout outs to all our sponsors. We have Ellenbrook Skips. We have Marchie with Red Earth Creations. They do a lot of good stuff. And I believe our biggest sponsor, Nathan McMahon and Advanced Auto Tune.
Yep.
Thank you, all of you, for
everything. Taken my car
you
to Nathan many times over. It does a great job.
We couldn't do what we do without you, 100%.
A great lag by your man Moisey. He won the lag here in the last round. So for those that don't know, it's the last round. They all lag for the break in the last round. There's no automatic breaks. So.
Which I like that. I do like that. You get 2 breaks each night, and then you lag for the final one.
Yep. And would you prefer to win the break, or would you prefer to follow?
In Superleague, I think I'm looking to win the break.
Yeah, see, look, one of my problems is I got a very big break myself, making a really good spread of the ball sometimes, but probably only potting the ball 50% of the time. So that means 50% of the time, if I'm playing Super League, I'm leaving the boys a big open table with lots of balls out in the open. So it can bite you in the bum sometimes. But Daz is going to try and get the black out here.
It's all coming down to this shot. Just play it and knock it out.
Oh no.
Well, it's dead. It's I think as long as you hit this red, you're pretty happy.
Exactly. And even if you don't, where's he going to pop the black ball?
Oh, what a safety break that is from Moisey.
Yeah. I think Daniel, well, it depends. Daniel might have a try and go at this red. I think I'm just going to play the little soft edge over it and sit behind it, which I think he's going to do now too.
I think for Herbie here, you don't actually really want to pot this all that much. Just make sure you hit it. Just make sure you hit. Oh,
yeah,
plumb.
great shot. So they did check whether it was frozen.
Yeah, that's what Herbie was calling over there.
So Daniel fouled. See, this is why. And now he's left Moisey with a big open table. See, I thought Daniel could have just played a little tap up behind the red and made Dylan play out. So
obviously the match isn't over yet, but as of yet, do you have a player of the match, you think, or a shot of the match?
Look, your man Dylan has actually got the best pot of the match for you know.
Obviously, we
and
really have
comparatively to what we were dished up last week to this week. It's a significant difference. Oh, so I'm hoping that we're going to see something pretty special come out of here somewhere. We might see it now. Let's hold on. Darren Morris, a big chance of a special shot. No.
not tonight, unfortunately. He's not.
Yep.
I think the anger or frustration has gotten the better of him tonight from what I've seen. I just wasn't his night.
I think Darren's sort of still struggling with, things that happen when you get older. Your physical ailments sort of get a little bit more annoying when you're trying to do stuff or get down over a ball or do anything like that. Yeah, beautiful shot by Herbie there. Just good control of the white ball.
We'll have Herbie. To be honest, I think Herbie's the player of the night for me.
Yeah, look, I think he's probably played the most solid pull.
Oh, what a shot that's
a really good shot from Dylan.
I would say the two, it's between Chris and Dylan, and if Dylan wins this, he's undefeated tonight. Herbie unfortunately went in off in the first frame, but that's why in my mind he might be the best
What the hell just happened
player.
down there? Darren's just come up and high-fived. What did we miss?
I'm not quite sure. Let me get the stream back again and have a look. But
hold on, it's 13:10. Herbie was landing. Did he screw the white ball into the off or something?
No. No,
oh
Herbie,
no, he's won.
Yeah, Herbie won. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was 39, wasn't it? Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened there. Darren just giving high fives. Maybe it's because at the end of the night and he survived.
There's actually a fair chance of that.
he's hobbling around like he's got 3 bad legs. That's a bit harsh.
But yeah, to be honest, for me, my two players of the night, probably just for the fact that how Chris Herbert started. He was playing well, he went in off, got unlucky, and then to come back with a master, and then just to play the way he did.
Yeah, to get 4 out of 5 tonight.
With one of them being an in, with your first frame being an, I think Chris Herbert has to be, he's my man tonight. Chris Herbert's my man tonight.
The one that I was surprised is I just looked at the stats for tonight is Ron. You know what Ron got tonight?
Huh?
You know how many Ron got tonight?
2?
4.
Wow.
And just very quietly, boom.
But that's the reason why. Yeah, every time we've been looking, the Reapers have been up, and it's not by any coincidence either.
But we might have a challenger on the table we haven't seen for Player of the Night tonight. Oh, nothing's been updated on their scores, so I actually don't know.
I think it's hard whenever we're not physically watching the matches, yeah. But just the story that Chris Herbert put across tonight, I think, is to go in off on your first frame after playing so well, then to come back with a master, then to just play unbelievable all night. I think Chris Herbert's my man of the match tonight, I think.
Yeah, just still looking for that shot of the night. Otherwise, I think Dylan has to take it down. And
Yeah, unless Sebastian can go back and find something that we didn't see, which is highly likely considering I don't even think we watched half the match.
no. Well, hey, look, we're an information service as well as a bit of commentary. So
Yeah.
People seem to enjoy listening to some couple of guys dribble on the microphone rather than no noise at all. It's anything's better than static.
Well, that's why, especially it's nice to have you on as well, because you're one of the backbones in the community at this point, and the information that you bring, you're always letting us in on the little things happening. That's why I love having you on the call.
Let's break another ball out. Yeah, cheers for that, Dave. As I said, happy to help out and get in here every now and then, and happy for you also, as you said, bring in the pool players. I was listening to Scotty last week and a little bit, and I got to check my hearing a couple of times to make sure I understood the words right. But
but he was unbelievable. No, I was a bit worried bringing Scotty in, if I'm 100%, because he's a bit of a loose cannon, that fella. But was he as professional as they come? It was almost like he was an ultimate pool, genuinely.
Who's ever known him to be a normal sort of, straight down the line sort of person? So.
Yeah, and Dylan's just tying it up. He's really trying to get this 3 out of 3 tonight.
See, I've got a bit of a shot. See, no, Daniel's looking at them. I think Daniel should be playing these two balls together down here. Pushing one over.
Yeah.
Because this, if he misses this and doesn't cover the hole, he leaves the game on for Dylan.
The type of player Daniel is, he just
he doesn't
just goes for
See what I mean? He's left Dylan on, whereas.
But this isn't easy. There's definitely work to be done here.
Yeah, there's definitely work to be done. But had he leave the white ball down here around behind underneath the black, down level, he doesn't leave the pots on. And he can tie up things a bit. So this is where I really like Dylan's shot beforehand. Dylan just said, I'm going to put a ball in the middle of the table.
And I'm going
to leave you in a bad spot. Are you smart enough to realise that you can't pot out from here? So I think that's a really smart, intelligent shot from Dylan. I can't believe I just said that.
Oh, he was...
I put the Mozza on him.
You see, it was a bit of a hard angle, to be fair, to hold it.
I don't think honestly don't think it was. I think he's tried to put so much work into it that it's cost him.
Gives that. With the young sensation Liam Nolan walking past him.
Liam didn't have a great night tonight from what I saw, but
that's the idea of having two juniors. I think it works. It does. Either it works really well or it doesn't work at all. That's what happened against the lads, unfortunately.
I think both of those are. I'll use the word cocky, because Liam very cocky. Matthew, they're both cocky enough to go and not worry about what the outcome is. They're not, they're both quite strong-minded enough to go, I'm just going to keep going. They're using it for what they understand what it is. Whereas some others may not. They get disheartened by getting beaten.
That's a great shot from Dylan there. Just he hit it and left it conservative.
So what are you playing here? This shot?
I think you just run through, just a bit of stun run through. He's brought it a bit far.
See,
he's played top instead of centre and stun run through.
It's the end of the 9. It's rushing a shot that you should take more time with. If the score's 11-all, does he rush it that fast?
No, but the big thing is, I don't think the players are getting frame difference is really going to come into effect here.
And I also think the one thing that when you used to play Superleague, and when I'd love to get back there eventually, I'd love to get my game back to the level where I deserve to be in there, is every frame, every shot should be played the same intent, no matter what the score is, because you want to get better, you want to play yourself better. And
Moisey, that is beautiful. That is unbelievable.
Great use of the jaw. He can have his own package. We can have the Dylan Moyes package and see,
What is everybody, all 41 of our viewers, who are your shots of the night? What do you reckon? For player of the night even, I think that's a better one. To be honest, I still, regardless of Dylan wins 3 out of 3, I think Chris Herbert, the story he's perceived tonight, just the
405
whole
and-
story was beautiful. It was like a movie
He's
from
played
start to
solid
finish.
tonight.
Yeah.
He's played solid tonight.
He's technically won 5 out
Yeah.
of 5. Let's be real. He's won 5 out of 5. He's done something harder than winning 5 out of 5. To lose a frame to yourself, first
Nice
frame.
way, Dylan.
And Dylan 3 out of 3.
Dylan 3 out of 3. Yep.
I think Dylan with shot of the night. Chris Herbert
Yeah.
has to be my
I
player
think
of the
I
night.
think he's going to have a couple in there because that was a really good cut. I haven't seen much better than that tonight. I think we can, you know.
Sorry, back over to this table here.
Yep, Jez's
This
should
is
be easy enough. Yeah,
he's cued that
control.
beautifully.
Beautiful
He's cued
control.
that beautifully. And there's Chris Herbert, the player of the night.
Well done tonight, mate.
Well done
Played
today,
well.
sir.
Unlucky.
Considering how that considering how the first frame went, for you to come back and play the way you did, player of the night by far, mate.
We were very impressed with your
Genuinely,
performance
that's
tonight,
probably
mate.
the
Well
best
done.
Super League performance so far, I would have to say. From how you started, mate. Well played, mate.
And Jezza gets the win over there, and
That's
it. So-
Yeah, perfect. Like I say, thank you very much for joining us all night. Dazza, thank you very much for being
always,
here.
mate, been a pleasure.
And
Look forward to getting some posts out for people very soon with some information, some updates. Feel free to ask myself or Marchie questions, probably online, but without too much criticism. Be great.
Well, yeah, nothing gets.
Let's be
yeah.
positive about how we think. We are trying to build something that will, in my opinion, hopefully in years to come, be the pinnacle of where you want to be at the end of each year. You know, to win that
Perfect.
tournament is going to be like the best tournament. No?
Yep.
To win a tournament that could have only pay the top 4 or top 4 players, and you get a $2 to $4 grand prize pool just for nothing.
Right.
And yeah, so. Does anyone any idea out on a trophy that we could come up with for that? Would be really, something that maybe we could look at as a bit of a specialty.
So with a final score of 15-10. One last shout out to our sponsors again, Ellenbrook Skips. We have Red Earth Creations and Marchie. They do an amazing job. I'm not saying that because I work there, but and
we all love Marchie.
of course Nathan McMahon's Advanced Auto Tunes. How much they do for us here?
Yep.
Massively. But yeah, that we'll sign out at that. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and
Cheers,
we shall
everybody.
see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Bye. No, only sometimes.
Only when you miss that yellow.
We picked on Dylan a couple of times.
I missed heaps. No, I only missed